I don't know why that sounded really low, but hello,
Uh,
everybody.
are we actually here then?
Yeah, we are.
Okay. That's. I just more. It's like, are we actually talking?
Yes, yes, we are. We are. I made sure. I made sure this time. Hey, Rakagat.
Okay.
Sorry, I was fighting this stupid thing.
Yes, this is our new studio. Not at all completely lazy by any means.
What is
No.
wrong with you? This is not lazy. I actually put some love on it. Look at me squishy squish. I mean,
You'll also notice the old half-assed intro, like right behind you.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That is more a bunch of static, which is
Yeah.
really funny. Dude, what you expect? Like I did it with what was it? Was it on Canva? I think I did
Yeah,
it
we
on
did it
Canva.
on Canva, but I think I said this last time. The joke of that was it was supposed to be like how Tim and Eric at Check It Out with Steve Brule did, where it's like they just physically abused like a video cassette machine just to get the effect. We just did it without that, and no technology was harmed in the making of that intro.
I didn't hit anything. I did not hit anything. I promise.
I might have hit a wall or something, but
You always hit a wall.
well, it things. All right, welcome to the Half-Ass Show here on MNR, your weekly dose of well, whatever the fuck we feel like doing.
Mm-hmm.
We promise there will be other content on this channel at some point once things settle down. I keep saying this, and then things don't settle down. So
The problem
this
with
is
me this week was I wanted to do so much, but I didn't have the energy at the end of the day. Fuck that.
yeah.
Fuck inventory week. We survived. Well, I survived
And
now
that
that I think about it.
Rockagot says that's life, and she's not wrong.
That is indeed life.
Yeah.
Life sucks.
Yeah. Coming up on the show tonight, more conversation of X-Men '97. We're not going to get too into spoilers, but yeah, we'll let Illy take care of that one. CinemaCon was this week. Illy has the updates on that also.
Like nothing, but yeah, sure.
Well, I mean, we can. There's things to talk about.
Oh, there is.
Yeah. The Stellar Blade director talks about the importance of single-player games, and if you played the original Crew, you might have a problem playing that going now. So just
Oh,
get ready about that. I need to see it. Everybody is raving about X-Men. Rockagot says, and yeah, I might as well start there.
let me say before Brandon starts, Rakagoth, it turned into my telenovela. Let's fucking go every day, every
Yeah.
time I'm watching.
Every Wednesday, it's like I get home, we finish dinner, and then yeah. So Rockagot says, I just don't want to give money to Disney. Completely valid, but
Valid.
it's it's really hard to make that argument about like being anti-Disney when this show's so damn good.
It's just that, you know, I always complain about that they do shitty things, and with this one, they just blew my artistic mind. They just blew it. They just blew it out of like, no, this
Yeah,
is great, great, great
like
shit.
I was not really I was not cool with this because I was like, we're just gonna because Disney is notorious for the rehash. Like, oh, this thing was popular, Star Wars. Let's just remake the movies and nobody will notice the difference.
Mm-hmm.
What could possibly go wrong? Oh,
Ugh. We had the
or
prequel. No, the
or
sequels or whatever. Fuck.
yeah. Or it's like, hey, Marvel, hey, you remember those old Spider-Man actors? Let's bring them back. Why? Because it's multiverse.
Hey,
Oh,
hey, hey! I did like that movie. It makes me cry every time.
I'm more like I kind of like it more because it sets up Parker to actually do things without Zendaya Banana
I almost
or
spit my
Zendaya
fucking coffee.
Madada.
I almost spit my coffee. Jesus.
I
Wow.
am not. For those of you that are curious, it is not a dig at her. It's more of a reference to a police album. There's an actual album called Zendaya Mandata,
Jesus Christ.
and it's
Okay.
like it's just easier for me to remember her because she has no personality outside of that.
It's a plank. We all know that she's a plank. I mean, she. I haven't seen her in anything else, and it seems like
June.
I saw her. Well, no, I'm talking about like the other stuff that she does, and I don't know. It's just bleh.
Illy, Rocky off. They're very weird about working for them too. They like make you sign NDA and Illy, go ahead.
I didn't know that Rockagoth works with Disney. Do you work with Disney? That's a real question because I did. I did for 5 years. I don't like them. I don't like them at all. I got to see a bunch of shit that got cut off in real life, in real time. Like Moana, Frozen, a lot of things got cut up. And it's insane. Right now I'm really pissed every time I see Disney princess shit because back in the day, they used to force me to make them not realize they existed in the same fucking universe, and now they're all fucking pals. They can go fuck themselves.
Yeah, that's the wild thing to me because it's like, no, my husband worked as a consultant in IT, and it sounds. Oh yeah, I'm in the same group with you. Obviously, the better half of my end was the one that did that, and I just kind of sat there like, okay.
I wish I was dead every time that I saw them come in.
The Disney princess thing is what blows me away more than anything, because it's more of you don't, unless it's pointed out to you, you don't realize it.
Oh no, I could do a whole talk about that, about how they guard those princes like the treasure chest, and they still shit on them on the movies. It's like it's fucking ridiculous. I'm kind of glad that I left when I left, because right when I left, I think the movie that was coming out was Beauty and the Beast, so it was Belle.
Ooh.
Yo, I saw that on a thing. I got to see a lot of things going out, and I'm like, wow. Oh my god, the things I saw.
But going back to the X-Men 97 thing, like, okay, these are all valid complaints, and obviously we just said we're not like some other channels that came from YouTube or somewhere. It's like we just proceed to shit on them. Quite the opposite, it seems. Because I'm trying to find faults with this, and I'm like, I'm drawing up blanks here.
Yo, I am looking forward for the next chapters.
Yeah, it's like it's exactly what everything. Like, I found it funny. There are people bitching about like, this isn't the X-Men I grew up with. I'm
Oh
like,
my God.
yeah, it was. Apparently, you just had your whole head in the sand or something, because it's got allegories to real life. It's got like commentary about like social things, and it's just got crazy action sequences, which is probably where they came into this.
Yeah.
But there is so much subtext going on, and I won't spoil. Maybe. Raga says they're probably too young to remember. That's entirely possible, because I'm not sure if I was aware of all that. I mean, I kind of had inklings, but I'd like to think I do. I could be damn stupid and not realizing that. It's like, we're Wolverine slashing things.
Well, I remember a lot of things, but there weren't like that. It's like I have the same feeling that I have right now with the show. Like back then, it was like I was looking forward for it every week when a new chapter came out, and it's kind of nice to keep on feeling the same thing.
And the sad thing is, much like we were in the 90s, we are kind of looking for the figures also.
Yeah, I still want we still want the Magneto. I still want Gambit.
I want Glamneto, yes. I will not deny that.
Bro, I was so not with that look, and now it's like, yes, daddy. Let's go.
The Phoenix Saga was, Raga said the Phoenix Saga was so long, but it was cool.
It was great. It was great.
You do realize that was only like 3 or 4 episodes. That's how much condensed it was.
It was long for us. It was like 3 fucking weeks.
Yeah, well, I'll give you that, but still, it's like, yeah. No, it's on, I saw it, the original show's on Disney+, so I kind of watched some of them. It's like, man, like, when you see it together, I get what you're saying, because week to week, but it's like, when you see it in succession, it does take a different pace onto itself, and not in a bad way.
It's good. I'm okay with this one. It's a week kind of thing. It's fine. It feels like it's
Go ahead.
It's not like it used to be, because you had like a certain time an hour, and
now it's after work.
Now it's like, well, let's just see it when we can. Our own pace, which is good.
What's funny to me is how full circle that is, because remember, you were like, oh, I can just sit down and watch it all at once, and now you're like, I can wait a week.
Right? It's just what it is.
Yeah.
So. But beyond that, like, it was a good show. This chapter was... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Rockout says, I kind of want them to bring back Spider-Man 2. I feel like they go hard hand in hand. you'd think that, but they really kind of don't. And I'm not.
Hmm.
The only thing that I would want from that Spider-Man show is to just finish the damn story they left the cliffhanger at the end of the series on. That's about it.
Aren't they like? Well, you said something about it. I'm not sure if it's true that they
Huh?
were thinking about doing that.
There's some rumblings going around, yes, and the voice actor that did the Parker in that show is still alive and kicking and all that stuff. So
The
I don't
bar
know
is so
what
low.
I don't. Well, I don't know. The weird thing is, remember when we talked about this last time? They said the guy that runs Marvel said there are two conditions you must make to make this show happen: get the original voice cast as much as surviving
Yeah.
together again, and get the theme music. If you can hit those two things, we will do that. So.
Spider-Man.
I don't know if
Yeah.
they're going to be able to get Joe Perry for that one. I mean, I'm sure Disney has no problem throwing money, but it's like, what do you do to Joe Perry to like just get the remaster, just get the masters and just play that?
That fucking theme is like super stuck in my brain. Like I can hear the Spider-Man, and everything goes together.
Yeah. But no,
Oh.
that is apparently that was Joe Perry from Aerosmith did that song,
Holy shit!
and he even has like I've seen it. He has like a custom Spider-Man guitar.
Wow.
Like there's that scene in the Symbiote Saga where Spider-Man's on like the side of a roof and he's like, ah man, I don't like these clothes, and he changes into a Steven Tyler look.
Okay.
That's why.
Ah, that makes sense.
Yeah, no,
It's
it's one of
been a
those you
while.
don't think about things. Yeah,
Is that show? That show is not on.
that is on Disney Plus.
No te mames! I didn't know that. I kind of want
I
to watch
don't know
it.
if
I don't know if I want to see it.
Mhm. It's more because maybe sometimes your nostalgia brain is better for that because it's not a test. The stories are still good.
Right.
I think that the character development is very good. It's just you don't realize how much heavy lifting
Mm-hmm.
that show did without punches. Like it's amazing how they said you can't punch people, and all the action scenes worked. And I'm not sure if I want to get that like ruined.
Right. I kind of. Well, I don't know. Like I. It's like that time that I said like, well, I'm gonna watch the first Spider-Man movie, and then it was like, I don't know how I feel about this.
Well, you want to know what the funnier part is?
What up?
They have a connection to The Simpsons.
The what? Why?
Eddie Brock was voiced by Hank Azaria.
Is he?
It is his voice. I can confirm it.
Bro, remember that I watched it in Spanish.
Yeah, I know. But we had Mark Hamill as the Hobgoblin.
Seas mamón.
Yeah,
So now I need to watch it.
Of course, not surprised. Yeah, of course I know this shit.
Brandon knows everything about dubbing. He is the mastermind.
I'm not
of
that
dubbing.
good. No, I'm not that. It's just I just had I had a lot of free time as a teenager that just consumed useless information.
Like everyone when you were a teenager.
No, but I think I approached Fred Norris levels. I will say that.
the autistic levels of them. I gotcha.
Yeah, I have more useless information than I do relevant information.
Oh, but if I ask you about an album, you'll tell me like in 2 fucking
Exactly,
seconds.
but if you ask me like something like the Pythagorean theorem, I'll be like, "What's that? Is that a Rush album I missed?"
It's like me, like at work. It's like, are you taking out a calculator to sum up stuff? And me, yo, I'm artistic. I don't do numbers. I don't know how to use numbers.
I still find myself pulling up because it's like people are like, "Can I get like 6 cases of caulking?" And I have to do the math of 12 times 6 because I can't remember.
It's like me with the
I've got better.
It's like me with the 72 item boxes. Like, no, fuck that. 72 backstock. 72 backstock. If I have to do it 7 times, I don't give a shit. I'll do it 7 times because I'm a dumbass. I don't
But
know
your
how
KBIs are gonna be amazing.
Oh yeah, they're gonna look so good. Oh yeah. But oh my god, I didn't know that the Spider-Man thing was there. I still
Yeah.
I still haven't finished the last X-Men movie.
Yeah, I got actually. I have Ultimate X-Men sitting over on the desk. I just haven't. I got it sitting over on the coffee table. I just haven't opened it up yet.
What, the comics?
Yeah, the comic book.
Hmm.
I mean, I had to read my Soundwave kicking the shit out of Starscream Transformers comic because he kicked Ravage, and you don't kick Soundwave's kitty, is what I learned today.
Oh my god. I kind of want to read one of my Junji Ito books, but I forget that I don't have Uzumaki. I thought that I had it.
Hmm. I thought
Yeah.
you did too.
Yeah, no, I think I saw it maybe on
I feel
the.
like it's a thing you should have then.
Yeah, right. I have Yo. That's the thing. I have the disgusting one. I don't have that spiderly one. Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah. Go ahead.
But so that was a good little episode there. Can't wait for the rest. Also, they're teasing somebody with a shield. I'm just gonna let it
Yeah,
be on that.
bro. I saw that trailer. I was like, gasp.
Well, he was in the original, but still, I get it.
What?
He was in the original TV show. Him and Wolverine were in World War II doing shit.
Oh, he appeared on the show. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Bro, I forget. I don't remember that. Maybe
it
we
wasn't
got
a
like.
good episode.
Was it just one episode? That sounds about right.
It was like a one-shot thing, and it was like Wolverine remembering his past, to which everybody was like, "Eh,
I was
can we get more with Gladiator?"
I was gonna mention you something now that Rocco got said about the Spider-Man thing.
Mm-hmm.
I remember back in the day when, before the Spider-Man movie, when the X-Men movies were a thing,
Yeah,
they wanted them to be so into the Spider-Man thing. Like, they did even like a gag reel where.
yeah, I saw that. I know what
Yeah,
you're talking about, where they had a guy
remember?
come in like, somebody call a spider, and a guy comes out with the outfit.
Yeah, so it's like they were like hell bent, and it hasn't happened at all. Period.
Well, do remember, so there's a little bit of context here.
Okay.
When we were kids, X-Men was the thing, okay?
Mhm.
Like that you think 90s, you think X-Men. Would that be fair to say?
Yeah, it's fair. It's fair.
Yeah. And Spider-Man was always Marvel's sort of marquee, okay?
Right.
So, of course they want to put Spider-Man in there, but also, do remember the X-Men are what carried Marvel through much of the 90s because they went bankrupt. They almost had to shovel the entire company.
Yeah,
And they were so desperate to try to get the, like, do you remember the Iron Man cartoon?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then they wanted to do an Avengers show, but some genius at Fox was like, you know what? Let's not use Captain America, Thor, or Iron Man. We don't need those guys. Let's get the B team. Come on, Wasp, and come on, Vision, and come on, Wonder Man, and people you guys haven't even heard of yet. Exactly.
What the fuck is Wonder Man?
Wonder Man is a guy who has powers. I forget. He's got like it was something sciencey because it was Marvel,
Oh,
and
Thor.
I think he had like I think he's like a living energy being. But here's the weird twist of this. So him and Scarlet Witch were an item for a while, okay?
Hmm.
And then they got the Vision, and then they said, well, let's put Wonder Man's brainwaves into the Vision. So it's kind of like his personality but robotic. Wonder Man dies. Now Scarlet Witch is with the Vision.
Right.
Okay? So that's besides the point. That was in the comics, but still, it's like, let's take these characters and do the show with them. What could possibly go wrong?
Terrible. Terrible thing.
How bad is it? Hey, we're going to put the Avengers, the big three, at the end of the titles thinking that people are going to see them. And people only showed up for pretty much Hawkeye.
I don't remember that show. Was it on the 90s also?
Oh, yeah. It was like, that was post Spider-Man the Animated Series.
Damn, I don't remember that.
And they had battle armor and all that, like all the 90s action figure tropes you could think of were involved.
Damn. No,
Yeah,
I guess I slept on it.
No, you were watching Digimon probably, which is the better show.
Yeah, probably was watching Digimon.
Yeah. And I was like, "Ooh boy, Beast Machines." Crickets. I like it.
Hey, I
think.
watched Beast Machines. What's wrong with you? And I watched it better than you. I watched it on 3D actually.
I'm not sure if that is a win or not, honestly.
it made you forget that the CGI was terrible.
So with Beast Machines, it was always one of those shows that's like there was a really good plot and there's some interesting thoughts going through that.
Right.
But goddamn, did that stop motion animation just go nuts?
Well, it was the times, you know. It was the thing of the times.
There was also one other problem.
What?
It was the sequel to Beast Wars.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Well, I'm stop motion. I'm sorry. I meant stock footage. I meant like there was like a bunch of stock footage scenes in Beast Machines. If it was stop motion, we would have probably been like, "Oh, we get it."
Motion. Oh, I thought you said stock motion, like stock animation.
Maybe
I don't know.
That doesn't matter. I mean, still, it's like it's not Japanese level bad, but still.
What repetition?
Yeah, but at least it's like you could have different dubbing. This one was just like they just literally ran the same frames with the same music. I felt.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah, but there's a plot there. Kind.
Somewhere.
Yeah. Really great ending.
Oh well. At least.
Yeah. Yeah. So there was that. All right. We're done with nostalgia, or are we? Because this week, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you view it, probably fortunately, we lost O.J. Simpson. The juice is expired. Throw it out.
I got nothing. I got fucking nothing. I got nothing. I got nothing. I got nothing.
I didn't think that was actually that bad off the top of my head.
Well, I mean, I can't think of anything unless I put the.
Oh my god!
Like,
Yeah.
I had no fucking clue. Honestly, I hated the man. I hated the man.
So the only good thing that came out of this week was somebody posted on Twitter. It's like, here's 11 minutes of Norm Macdonald just shitting on O.J. Simpson
Yes,
for no
I saw
reason,
that.
and it's just clips of Norm Macdonald doing Weekend Update. Which I don't care who you are, you have to stop everything and watch those. I don't care.
Yeah, I remember those. He was savage, bro.
I think at one point he was like, "I'm just saying the guy committed murder, all right?" Like he just outsaid it.
Like, it's Brandon and I were having like an argument when we were heading back home from work one day when that happened, and I was like, "Bro, it's just that I'm glad that he's going to hell. He fucked up," and you're like, "Well, he was judged and whatever." Like he that was a sham. All of that
Did I not say that I agreed with you? I'm just saying in a court of it was more. It's like my life did not circle around this trial. It's like good, I can move on with my life.
Look, the only good things that he brought was a bunch of giggles of mine on the Naked Gun movies, which there were fucking funny as fuck.
Also, that great scene in Family Guy where they reenacted it via opera. The scene, you know what I'm like the murder, which is
God.
not bad.
It's we all knew it. He knew it.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he had. What did you say? He released a book called.
I did it.
Yeah. If I did it.
If I did it, I did it. It just said I did it. Like, bro, I'm just reading that you did it, bro.
By the way, it wasn't just Norm Macdonald that was savage on him because I think the week after they did the trial and it was over, that was like the week after on SNL they had O.J. Simpson come on. He was going to be like on the show like not O.J. Simpson but like Tim Meadows. They were going to have him join like NBC Sports, and he started working on Telestrator and proceeded to spell out via football, "I did it."
Bro.
So, I mean, it wasn't just Norm, it was everybody.
I still like the one little bit that I found that it's like a guy representing that he's like like the dog, cowardly dog, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And it's
Courage,
like, yeah, it's like Courage doing like that. It's like, that's literally what fucking happened. And the dog came, was like, whoa, 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 whoa. It's like, that's literally how they found out because the dog went, it's like, they just killed my owner. Please save me. It's like, that's even more funnier, but it's sad. It's sad that Nicole fucking died and
Yeah.
that fucker lived still 30 more fucking years and died of cancer, though. But okay.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
Well, hopefully he had a very painful.
Way of going out. I think
Yeah.
it was prostate cancer.
Well, that'll do it.
Yeah. Goodbye, pee-pee. And everything else, I guess. Oh, well. I saw him really morbid, really pissed off. It's more of a, I don't condone that kind of things. Like, you know?
I get you.
Yeah. Serial killers are my fixation. I love hearing about them, but I don't like it when it's just one and done. You should have kept killing, bro, so you were interesting. I hated saying that, huh?
Yeah, but no, it's like if you want to just relive Norm Macdonald at like not his peak, but at a pretty good point.
Yeah.
I mean, you get that's like great. I just remember after that show, it's like this just in: murder is now legal in California.
I remember. Didn't he get fired from that spot because of that? Good. I mean,
he got fired because he just kept shitting on him. Because a friend of his was apparently a friend of OJ's was like in the executive suite of NBC, and he was just looking for excuses. And here's Norm just beating the dead horse.
He will. I think he did it enough, and that's why.
And you know, he's like us. He's like, don't do it. Oh, okay, do 10 more jokes. All right.
I'll do more. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah,
I gotcha.
I will make it worse.
You said that I need to do more? That's what I heard.
I need to wear a glove with blood? Gotcha.
Let me put my glove. Like, ooh, it doesn't fit. Gee, I wonder what happened there.
Hang on. I'm going to do weekend update in a stocking.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Well,
Yeah,
that
so
was a thing. That kind of
that was
sucks.
just now. Here's the funny part about all this. It's more about my life and all that. So I saw it at work, and I was like with my coworkers, like, Jay died. Like okay, life goes on. And they're like, O.J. Simpson. I'm like, yeah, who's that? I'm like, the guy in the murdered people. And they're like, oh. I'm like, yeah, because they're younger than me, obviously.
They weren't alive when that happened, wasn't it?
No, they weren't. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, so I kind of was talking to him. I'm like, yeah, I remember that trial was like every day, man. I was like 10 years old, and just every day it was on the news. To which my coworker said, it's like, and now you're 39. It wasn't what she said; it was how she said it. I was like, thank you.
Yeah, no, I hear you. They did the same thing. I forgot to tell you that they did the same thing with the eclipse thing with me. Like,
oh, I forgot about talking about that because that's just
yeah.
great gold. We'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah. But well, oh yeah, oh my God! I'll put my horns and my little devil tail in a bit. Okay.
So, okay, I'll start presenting this, and you can tell your story. Okay.
Woo! Yeah.
All right. So obviously there was an eclipse on Monday last week, and if you got to see it, congratulations. I couldn't. I saw like a little bit of it. Okay.
Yes.
And because it was cloudy here, and it was like you looked up, it's like, oh, it's dark. Okay. So if you saw it, I heard wonderful things. That was beautiful. Blah blah blah. And Illy goes to work. I drop her off and I drive home. Illy, take it from here.
Got to put the fucking bit. So I get to work, and they told me like there's a lot of call-offs from work, so you're gonna have to stay a bit longer, I guess. It's a Monday. I imagine I'm gonna stay longer. It doesn't fucking matter.
Stay out of the ordinary yet.
Yeah, Mondays are usually that kind of fun days. But I noticed that a lot of people did actually. I think 50% of the fucking store workers didn't come in. And I'm like, okay, well, that's funny. Whatever. Then a coworker started talking to me. She is kind of funny because she's like, did you hear what they're saying in the internet about this? And me, what?
Already, we got a red flag.
Now, like, what? They said, like, well, people are very scared that they think that it's going to be the end of the world. And me, it's always the end of the world every fucking week. It doesn't matter. Every time that something celestial happens, it's like, oh my God, Satan. No. Everyone started talking about this shit. So, first off, supposedly it was supposed to be 3 days of darkness. That happened like since 1999, I guess, or every week, I guess, in 1999. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. I mean, I like cloudy days. It's fine. We're not gonna get to see it. It's like, oh no, and it's gonna be the rapture. I mean, oh wow, in this cloudy fucking weather. and somebody said, my brother said, like, let me get this straight. The rapture is gonna happen in Mazatlan, Mexico, in Houston. Dallas, I think it was also.
Yeah, Dallas.
And in Cleveland. That was the best thing. I was like, so the rapture is just gonna happen to those 3 fucking places.
3 days of darkness.
Yeah, thank God. What else did they say? No, and a lot of ladies. Like, we have 3 crazy ladies. Well, no, actually 4. Now that I think about it, on the section of sublines, and they started. One of them is like a crazy cuckoo lady that honestly, every time that she speaks, I'm like, this lady's gonna lose her shit once something actually happens because she's super Christian. I have nothing against Christians before we start. But she started gospeling and preaching and shit because according to her, this is what she always thought that it was gonna happen. It's like, of course I'm gonna be in the rapture and work. I mean, what now? What?
Listen, shut up for a second.
That was exactly what I was saying. And I'm like, what? It's like, oh yeah, no. And there's another lady, I'm not gonna say her fucking name, but I didn't know that she was this crazy cuckoo. She called in and said, I'm not gonna come in because if it's the last day of God, I kind of need to be with my family.
That's the correct answer. In all fairness,
It's fine, but it's like, so what are you gonna do when we're back and everyone's gonna get pissed off with y'all? Which is what happened. Not gonna lie there.
so I'm hearing this in the morning. Like I'm half awake. I just woke up. I'm having my coffee, and she texts me this.
Yes.
And I kind of told her later, like, look, Illy, I love you. I honest to God took this chance here in this state. If I was like, we got to give it a chance and all that stuff. This is the moment. This here, not anything else I have done in this state.
Yeah.
This is the moment I looked at her and I said, I got to be honest with you. I am really questioning my life choices that brought me to this conversation.
And it's
like
not
I have
the
been.
worst.
I'm not kidding. I was like literally at work. Like, how the fuck did I get here?
Oh no! Let me tell you, that wasn't the worst thing. I think I told you about the 3 a.m. Faces of Demons. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
maybe you didn't. I don't know.
So that was the best.
I remember that.
I thought that was the most metal one because it's like, oh, you need to like have all the lights on at 3 a.m. Avoid all the stuff in the internet because you're gonna start seeing demon faces in me. That sounds kind of metal. But the best one.
And also, before you go, I'll continue. Yeah.
No. Continue with that one because the last
one
I'm gonna live for the best.
No, I'm saving something. So.
Okay, so the last theory was the one that I actually enjoyed because I giggled and I actually put the song. So apparently, Black Hole Sun from Soundgarden.
Oh yeah, this was a good one. I remember this.
Soundgarden, right? Tell me that that's the band. Okay, so
yes, that is Chris Cornell, R.I.P.
Yeah. So the apparently in somewhere in the internet they started saying that Chris Cornell was right after he wrote Black Hole Sun because it's based on an eclipse and everything that has happened on the video, because remember that in the video they the faces turned into demons and shit. It's like Chris Cornell knew it. That's kind of why he took his life, and that's why he's not here. And that's what's going on. That's the theme. And I'm like, you mean this song? And I started playing it really loud.
See, here's the thing. If they had told me all this stuff, this is immediately what I would have played.
I am so sorry, but y'all are fucking stupid. Like, I was like, at that point,
also,
I was like, bro.
Also, at the same time, I'm going to say something here.
Mm-hmm.
No disrespect to Chris Cornell. None at all when I say this stuff.
We love him.
Yeah. Big Soundgarden fan here. Big Soundgarden Mark.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody realizes that the bands don't come up with the concept of the video usually. They just show up. It's the director of the video.
Yeah. But I thought it was hilarious. Like, that was one of the kookiest fucking conspiracy theories I heard all day.
Honestly, I was more like, I'm impressed I was more like, Tool may have that. There are some bands that do.
Maybe. I would have liked more Tool, but okay.
Yeah, but, like, that one I was like, you got some creativity on that one. I'll give you points for that. It's like you can loop Chris Cornell into this. All right.
Oh, God. But I was like, oh, I don't think... And look, I was actually judging everything. Like, I am starting to have, like, second guess about, like, the people here. But then people started telling me this randomly in the store. Like, there's an old feller that he's really nice. He's the nicest guy ever. And he's like, are you prepared for the darkness? And me, what? Of the fucking clouds? Oh, it's the eclipse. It's gonna hit us early. I hope my child is okay. He's like, because his daughter, I think, is in Arizona. And it's like, no, don't worry. It's not gonna hit you down there. And then I bumped with another guy that was looking for an item and he didn't give a shit at all. And he's like, are you one of the rapture people? I mean, what now? It's like, I'm just messing with you. It's just really funny how people are being stupid today. And I mean, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, God. That was
and it's
just...
like I read stuff online which was like Chef's Kiss crazy. I loved it.
Oh, yeah.
It was a great read when I was killing time at work, but like I really was like sitting there like I could go up north to where my sister's at in Ohio, and she is a Christian.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely, and very devout, not in a bad way. By the way, welcome into the show. If you guys are just joining us, we're just talking about the crazy people we live with.
Yeah.
If you guys like what we're hearing, please consider following. So great plug.
Yeah.
My sister, I was talking to her that night, and she's like, "This was really cool. Like, they let the kids out early. We all looked up in the sky, and it was like a real communal thing. And it's like, oh, this is so cool. Down here, like, God, gotta burn us.
Oh my god. It's
It's like a tale of two different areas. I'm like, what?
Rocker got to say, like, not even whole country had an eclipse. Talk about doom when they find out we have a black hole. So the thing is, what I was saying, like, it happened.
How dare you talk about my heart?
Like, honestly, it's like so everything is gonna happen in Mazatlan, in Texas, and fucking Cleveland. That's it. That's all we're gonna happen.
Hey, the Lord knows where to drop a bomb. Obviously, it's like, I gotta go in the world. I'm gonna stop over at the Rock Hall while I'm there and take in the sights.
Bro, it makes sense. You go first to the beach.
Also at the same. Yeah, you're right.
Uh-huh.
But it's like, okay, go to the beach like you were saying.
Uh-huh.
Then what?
Then you destroy Texas because Texas sucks.
Yeah, because Texas sucks. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then you go up to Cleveland. You take in the Rock Hall and you watch the home opener, and then you end the world. Because that's the only way the Indians are gonna win.
With rock music, you ended it well.
I mean, it's like I think God's probably looking around there like, I hear things about this band called Slayer, but I'm not convinced. I'm thinking if we're going to end the world, we need to get some Judas Priest, maybe Tool, I don't know. Tool may be a little too proggy for some people. They won't get the joke. Maybe Metallica. I mean, Metallica's always a good solid pre-reload, or I Disappear, I'm sorry. They're always good for a thing, but I think we're just going to go with Slayer. Satan keeps telling me that they're pretty good. I'm just going to go with them.
I was like, okay. Like, so...
And then he ends the world with, like, Elvis or something.
It's just really... my brain hurted a lot that day.
Imagine mine. I'm like...
I was wishing so much to have a bottle of tequila to forget everything that they told me, but no, I've been sober all this week. All this week. That's a sin. That's a fucking sin.
Remember, at this point, my faith in people was just kind of getting sad because I was like, now you would have to... Rockhouse says, now you'd have to play It's the End of the World. Or, you know what? Girl makes a point.
Yeah, that's actually a good song.
That's a good one. There's actually a radio station in Cleveland when I was younger that it was called The End.
Mm-hmm.
And when they went off the air, they just looped that for 24 hours.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I just wish people were more creative. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah,
but it's more. Look, I'll say creative on the fact that they looped the Chris Cornell thing in there. You gotta give them credit where credit's due there. That one took some effort.
Honestly, it's like, no, and I love that they were trying to give me, like, no, it's just that, let me tell you, there's another guy that I love talking with about religion, but because I don't give a shit, and he loves hearing my opinion because I'm a fucking witch at the end of the day. Let's just face it, as it is. And he's like, well, it's just that there's been so many eclipses and blood moons and such. I mean, bro, there's always like 2 to 4 fucking red moons every year, because that's the way it is. And
also super moons.
It's been like a lot of like eclipses in the sun because it's how right now the orbit is happening. So it's like, yeah, whatever, it's fine. But no, he's like, the end of days, like, this happened like what, 20 years ago? It was happening 20 years ago, but you were
We had a total eclipse in 2017!
That's what
I was there!
We also had one like recently, like, so what does that? What does
that was a partial.
But it's still a fucking eclipse.
Oh, I get you.
It's like, no, right now what's going on is that the rotation of the fucking planet is happening like that, and that's what's going on. That's it. You know what you should worry? Like what happened in Sunshine, the fucking sun starts to turn off. That's what you should be worrying.
That or the Twilight Zone, where you get closer and closer or something like that.
That was like, either two suck. Those two fucking sucks.
Yeah. No, it's just...
Man,
I feel like I can't talk about religion down here because how bad it is. I remember up in Ohio at one point, like I was with a friend of mine, and some guy came up, and it's like he talked to me and him, and he's like, "Have you guys found Jesus?" And before he could even open my mouth, he's like, "Yes, we have. Have a good day, sir." And he just moved me along. He was like, "I'm not even letting him near this."
Yeah, we're like, I'm honestly whatever. It's you can
So
talk to me all you want about religion here. It's kind of hard.
the best part about Rocket God said, what was here? If only they knew the cluster of galaxies we are in and pull toward an unknown source.
Yeah,
I am just going to point out, and we'll kind of wrap up on this. Remember the song from Monty Python and A Meaning of Life about the galaxy song.
yeah.
Okay? And it tells you about how there's billions of people and billions of stars, so just consider how inconsequential your birth is and bugger all out in life. Get off the planet because it's all bugger here on Earth.
It's just that we're so puny. It's not even fucking funny.
Yeah.
We're probably
so-
like, whatever. We're just an accident, and that's
Also,
it.
I feel like your friend at work that's like talking about religion. It's like if you
Uh-huh.
talk to me for 5 minutes, it's like I apparently, according to you and a couple other people, have like stumbled into magic and not even aware of it.
Oh yeah. I already told you what it was, but it's like I want to keep it PG.
But it's more. It's like in a weird way, like the stupid moniker I came up with that we found at a fucking Hobby Lobby that we amended to the Chaos Director is kind of like actually true somehow,
Yeah.
and I'm not even sure. Like she tells me this, and I'm like, okay. Like I'm apparently Gokuing magic. I don't know how.
Brandon is a natural chaos mage. I am fucking witness of that way too many times. I'm like, how the fuck are you doing this, you son of a bitch? It's like, you shouldn't be doing that. But then somebody else told me something to me. Ah, that makes sense.
What's that?
I'm not gonna say it. I already told
Oh,
you.
okay.
Let's-
Okay.
eh.
I honestly forgot. That's why I'm saying that.
It's just
You can tell me
because
off air.
it's just because of we're together. That's all. It rubs in, I guess.
Okay. But what was it? I still remember the one time. So this is, I think, a Mexican thing. Before I continue this with the egg.
Oh, it's a Mexican thing,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. So basically, if according to what this lore is, you would
Oh,
wipe
Lord.
yourself. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, go for it.
You would a person will run like an egg on you, like they were running a washcloth to like clean off the mystical bad stuff. Okay, and then you'd crack it open and you see what it is. And every time this has happened to me, according to Illy, it turns into a science experiment for every like.
I
mage she
love
knows.
doing that. So let me give some like Paco is here, but he knows what's going on. But Rock Goth and other people that are not into this shit,
Uh-huh.
like so the science of cleansing the soul and the body and whatever is grabbing an egg of a chicken, obviously, and it doesn't matter. It's just an egg, and then you rub it a certain way
Mhm.
that you put it like in your endings of your body, which is the head, the palm of your hands, and the palm of your feet.
Mhm.
So that's pulling all the bad energy. There's like a full fucking lore on how to, I guess, read the fucking thing. And every time, I
wreck it every time.
barrida de huevo. That's what Paco said, and that is true.
Mhm.
So there's like when I do it, it's like, oh, okay. So it comes out like, well, I've been like with bad people, and bad people rub in. Like the bad energy
Mhm.
does rub in. But with Brandon, holy fuck! Like it's like I even see letters in the fucking egg. It's like, Brandon, how the fuck do you do that? It's like,
I feel like my existence is advancing the science of magic by decades just by doing this.
it's just that it's ridiculous. Like, Brandon, I can see everything that is going on you. With me, it's so cryptic. It's like, oh, okay, so it's this. Okay, so Banjo, Brandon is like, so this person specifically, because I can see the letter. One day, if I see a fucking face, I won't be stunned. I won't be stunned at all. It's like, no,
And me.
no.
Okay, I'm gonna go play. I'm gonna go play Fight Forever. Okay.
Then I just remember the little medal that I brought you.
Yes.
There is a reason why it broke and it disappeared. I didn't
Okay.
know this. I just realized that, and it's because whatever they were throwing at you, that thing protected you. That's kind of why you couldn't find it again,
So it basically just I depleted the resource.
bro. There's things that is like, how do you fucking do that? I don't know what to get you. I'm gonna get you a fucking yeah. Yeah. Paco says like, send me a console so you can read it. It's like Paco is my mage of the family mage. Like I call
Yeah.
it.
So basically, it's like that episode, on House where they have the whiteboard And he's
Yeah.
like diagnosing. I feel like that's you and Paco right now. It's just like, okay, symptoms are this, go. And it's like you're both like
Bro.
brainstorming. And I'm
It's-
just sitting in the corner like, I did a thing in Tekken!
It's just that he is a wonder of magic. It's like the wonder of science is a wonder of magic. How does this happening? Yeah.
Which is funny because I am far more logic brain than that.
And the worst thing is that he doesn't give a shit. It's like, oh, you're like fucking Harry Potter, you son of a bitch. It's like, you did live under a fucking cover, though, for the longest time. If you think about it. If you think about it.
Wow, that turned.
Well, wow. Anyway, that's
Okay.
that's the witch's corner. Coming to you, Brandon. I don't know.
Well, we
Please.
covered the magic of Magic Ninja Robot with that, so we're already covered on that.
I told you, it's just mystical.
Okay. So let's get into some actual content instead of us rambling.
Yes, please.
Do you want to do the CinemaCon thing, or do you want to hold off on that?
So, well, there's a couple of like trailers that I
Okay,
saw.
yeah, because I didn't see any of this stuff, so I'm kind of leaning on you for this.
Yeah, you didn't see the thing is that there's like a lot of speculations right now. Like they said, CinemaCon wasn't this week. You only told me that there's like a Deadpool cut of the trailer for 9 minutes, and I believe that shit.
Mhm.
I believe that shit. I don't know what else they can put on that, but sure, why not, right?
Okay.
Movie wise, well, that's the trailer of fucking the Joker 2,
Yeah.
Galactic Boogaloo.
Yeah.
Oh, look, I saw the trailer. Okay? I don't think Joaquin Phoenix is gonna be able to pick up all that movie by himself. Especially with that bitch. I mean, look,
Tell us
people.
what you really feel without telling us, Illy.
So, the problem that I have is like every time I give her the benefit of the doubt. But every
It
time
blows
she
up.
does it, I should have known with the House of Gucci. I still talk about that madness. It's like, I forget that Jared Leto was on that. And Jared Leto, and that one, he doesn't give a shit. Because he's funny as fuck. But she is the new Jared Leto. The new I won another Oscar. You haven't
Oh,
won an
goody.
Oscar. Did she win an Oscar for that fucking remake of the movie? I forget.
Oh, The Star is Born?
Yeah.
I think she lost to Meryl Streep.
Because Meryl Streep is Meryl Streep.
Mm-hmm.
You know
And
who-
yeah, you know what she did? Because I remember we watched the Oscars that year for some reason, and they showed a picture of her, and you could just see on her face that she was like, "Oh, I'm so happy for you," and then she turned around, it's like, "You stupid piece of freaking..." Like, you can just see it on her face.
But Meryl Streep doesn't like lose for anyone. I think the only one that won was Jennifer Lawrence over her, but because Jennifer Lawrence actually has a fucking talent. And even when she fell like 10 times at that dress.
Yeah.
But to be brutally honest, look, everyone is
Jennifer
like,
Lawrence also doesn't have a stick up her ass like she does. Like, she will make fun of herself routinely for the bit.
oh hell yeah, and she does a good job. Like, and she is like, I don't take this seriously. Like, why?
And nor should she.
That's how you should be acting, like, just natural.
Mhm.
And I feel like that's her. With Lady Gaga, oh god, please don't fuck. That's the only thing that I don't want. Like, I feel like I didn't watch what was it, the American Horror Story, where she was a vampire. Oh look, she did
Like,
that.
I watched it.
I haven't even watched shit. I watched the one with the witches because it was fun, but that one, I was like, I just don't want to see her. It's like
I just remember I first heard of her and I saw her and I'm like, oh, it's Madonna. Okay. Because it's like, it's the complete trajectory, and then it's like now she's trying to be relevant again, and yeah, it's like she gave up on singing. I feel like she's trying to become a full-time actress, and it's like, you were pretty good with Tony Bennett. I'm not going to even argue that one.
just saying. That's what you're
She
saying.
can sing. She can sing very well, in fact.
I think she's scared of being the Madonna because have you seen Madonna?
Well, that's more self-infliction than anything. That's not even her. That's Madonna's fault. That's not Lady Gaga's fault.
Imagine being Madonna. Like, imagine being Lady Gaga like Madonna with a weird.
Imagine being Guy Ritchie. He was married to her.
Ay, Dios santo. Wait,
Remember she tried to make a British accent?
with Guy Ritchie?
Yeah.
No. I don't remember that. My brain just.
Now I'm gonna confirm it. So hang on.
Please do, because I thought that he was married to that Spice Girl.
No, you're thinking Beckham.
Oh shit. Okay. Oh, it's just because those two are like super friends. Maybe
Yeah, Guy Ritchie from 2000 to 2008.
Yeah. Okay.
Also,
So,
Sean Penn till 1989.
ay, Diosito Santo, no, pobrecito. Well, Sean Penn is insane, so I can see that happening. That's even happening.
And then you got Robin Wright. I mean, it's a weird upgrade for Sean Penn because it's like he went from Madonna to Robin Wright. It's like, oh.
Well, after you have like old coochie, you need something new. That sounds awful. I know.
Wow, that was the girl saying that, not me.
Yeah. No, but to be perfectly fair, I talked around with everyone that I know about that fucking thing of the
Joker.
The Joker, the society thing. And everyone's like, so they fucked up the simplest thing. Wasn't like Harley Quinn actually a doctor, not a crazy person? I mean,
She was a psychiatrist, yes.
she was. The thing that they portray her here is like she is another fucking cuckoo. That's
Well, I mean, here's the thing, and I can see kind of where they're going with that in a way, because you actually have to devolve time and acting skill, which Lady Gaga has, to make that connection. It's a lot harder to slowly corrupt a person into Harley Quinn as opposed to, well, she's crazy out of the gate.
Mm-hmm. Well, she I kind of like more the concept of her being.
Oh, I think that's one of the best parts of Harley Quinn is the power. The Joker corrupts absolutely, and he shows you that with that. It's just
I
DC
love
Comics is
that.
now trying to. Yeah, it's just DC Comics tries to now make her an anti-hero it girl, and it doesn't take.
Like that's the only thing, and I think you agreed with me when we were talking about it from the Suicide Squad. I kind of like the thing of like the Joker saying like, "You see that crazy bitch? I made that crazy bitch.
Yeah,
and I like that crazy bitch." And I'm like, we all like that crazy bitch. Like, and
yeah. I mean, that was, and also at the same time, I was really against the first Suicide Squad because it was essentially the Joker and Harley Quinn, even though Joker was hardly in it.
yeah,
But give James Gunn credit where credit's due. He balanced that act of having Harley Quinn and the Suicide Squad get play for each other very well.
yeah, he did kind of broke her a lot. What?
Yeah, but then they tried to make Peacemaker, so you know.
But I like Peacemaker.
Oh, are we talking? We're talking Joker to Harley. I'm sorry.
But well, the thing is,
Well, that's the point. It's like the Joker can take even the best of us. That's the whole concept of the Killing Joke comic book that came out was how you can make a person, how he can break people with just one bad day, and he tried to do that with Gordon.
I really liked that one. I really did.
What, the Killing Joke?
Yeah, I did read the fucking comic.
Yeah.
But
the movie was okay except for that first half, and it's not because I have a problem with what happened. It just felt forced.
It was a bit draggy. Not gonna lie there.
Well, there wasn't much content. They even said as much. Like it couldn't fill out a whole 90 minutes, so it was like we kind of had to throw that in.
So
yeah.
But yeah, I like that idea. But look, the thing with the Joker movie is the one that came out is like a different thing. It's like a complete different thing.
I think the Joker movie's a very good movie. It holds up. It's a great character piece.
It also, like I said, Joaquin Phoenix like keeps it. Like you want a crazy person, that's the perfect crazy person. I don't know how he holds that fucking thin body because he looks fucked up. But other than that, he's a great actor.
Joaquin has always been the Gladiator movie. There we go.
Oh yeah, we haven't seen the Napoleon one. You know what?
We don't have time for that right now, Illy.
The problem is that I haven't seen it physical.
Yeah. Also, at the same time, when we had a decision, and we did not regret this decision, we had a choice between seeing Napoleon or Godzilla -1 in like a super surround format. And I'm like, I made the executive decision. I will fall on this sword. I made the executive decision in this relationship to go see that movie. And I remember you looked at me like, we made the right call.
That was a great fucking movie. I still love it.
Yeah. That's what I need on DVD immediately.
Yeah. Probably going to come out before that one. Now that I think about it. But, yeah.
Well, announced at CinemaCon on my end of things which everybody knew was going to happen anyway, so it's not the end of the world.
Mm.
We got confirmation that there will be a G.I. Joe Transformers movie.
Yay! Wait, there's gonna be a sound here for that. There we go. Our little kids inside are super happy.
And for those of you playing at home, there is this sound too. So you know.
Oh no! Oh no!
Remember, if you're in the chat, don't be afraid to use the sounds. And also, we have the Wheel of Chaos also available if we are going too long in the tooth.
Yeah, if we get boring, I have the wheel here.
You guys redeem it. We drop everything we're doing and we fire it up.
But so yeah, I want to watch that. I mean, with the what was it? Was it the Bumblebee? No.
Yeah, Bumblebee was pretty good.
No, what was the last one that we saw?
That was Rise of the Beasts.
Oh, that's where they kind of hinted.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the two near 40-year-olds in the audience in the theater.
Like, it's like, you know who that is? It's like, is it? I think who it is? Oh no!
And she did it. That's fair. That's fair. All right.
God damn it! Let me set myself.
We'll just listen to the song here also.
All right then. Well.
All right.
Come on, let's go. I'm scared of this. What? You okay?
I'm good.
Oh,
wow,
no.
that does look chaotic.
Why Nightmare Fuel again? I'm scared.
We did that one last time.
You want me to give it again?
Give it again, yeah, because it's we kind of covered that one a while ago.
The Nightmare Fuel can repeat.
It can repeat, but it's like I feel like it needs to become, yeah. What do we got now?
Guilty pleasure.
Okay. All right, so guilty pleasure, how?
Any type of guilty pleasure. Pleasure. That it's like, whatever you actually like, and it doesn't matter what it is.
Oh, I think we've covered this on the show before, but let's you go first.
Fuck. Wow. I'm trying to think.
All right, I will go first then.
Okay.
I will embarrass myself, and I don't give a shit. I have a
soft
soft spot for poppy music.
What type of poppy music?
Well, kind of like 90s like poppy ballads, shit like that. You know where I'm going with this. You've heard them.
Oh no.
You've heard them. We've had them in the car.
Yeah, I know. But you need to explain it. No. Please, explain it more because I know.
It's a guilty pleasure. I think they're good songs and I own it. There's nothing to it. It's more that. It's like
what song?
If it's got a Oh, wow, off the top of my head. What's that one song? It's by Cyndi Lauper. Oh, Time After Time.
Oh, wow, yeah.
I like the bass in that one. I like the bass.
Oh, look at them being cute and all. Oh, well, let me throw myself in the fucking...
Thank you. It is a classic.
It is a classic. I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
I'm trying to think. I won't throw myself under the bus. I don't give a shit. What's another one? Honestly, that, it's a one-hit wonder song, but that Republica song, Ready to Go.
Oh, we were hearing it today.
But I can get cheesier, I'm sure. I'm sure I can get cheesier. A song by a country band called Alabama. I'm in a hurry to get things done. It's a nice little tune about life and, you gotta slow down and smell the roses.
Vogue.
Remixes are my guilty... Vogue, okay, yeah.
Oh my god. If it fits above music... Jesus, well,
whatever you want.
I mean, because it's obvious that I love...
Alright, let's do this. I'll throw the wrinkle in this, because I am the music guy here.
Yeah, go for it.
What is your guilty pleasure movie?
How dare you? How about I say a genre, because that's a bit more wider. I love fucking family, not family fucking dramas. Because I love the gossip. I love the fucking gossip. If it has drama, it's just woof. There's one that I love. Speaking of Meryl Streep, that I think it's called August Outage. That's one of my favorite movies when nobody's looking at me. Because it's about a very dysfunctional family. Even though that I know that everything is going on. I know that that girl is fucking his cousin and she doesn't know, and it turns out that it's not the cousin, it's actually his brother. And I'm like, Yeah, what? What'd you say?
She said, "True Blood. It's so stupid, so good, and so much eye candy."
Yeah, I also love watching the Twilight movies, and I love hearing the soundtrack at work. I know it by heart.
Honestly, I have heard that like riff tracks, like the guys that do Mystery Science Theater, Mike Nelson and all them, the riff for the first Twilight movie has become epic, from what I've heard. Like it is one of those, you know, go to force.
I need to get another T-shirt of fucking Edward Cullen because, boy howdy, when that came out, let me tell you one thing. I need to talk about this because I was remembering that today. So originally when the first trailer came out, I never read the books. I didn't even fucking knew that. Okay, so turns out that the guy that I was dating, back then I think Batman came out. I think Batman, the second one.
Okay.
And he was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, the trailer came out and that's like, oh my god, that movie looks fun. That looks good. And me, okay. I went with some co-workers from my agency when I was working at the graphic design agency. And I knew I was in a bad rap when one was flamboyantly gay and the other one was a goth chick. And she was like, you're coming with us. You're going to love this shit. I mean, okay, well, I was gonna go watch it.
That's like the meme of, hey, I was lying. We're not gonna do anything. We're gonna sit down and watch '90s TV shows. Get in here, kind of thing.
Let me tell you that I went and I never came back right because I was like,
she married me.
I was like, what the fuck is this? I am Team Edward. I'm sorry.
So, I have to say this when it comes to Twilight.
Okay.
This is where it destroyed for me.
Okay.
I was in college and I was in one group and there was another. It was kind of like almost like a weird not Streetcar Named Desire. What's the dancey song about I want to live in America? What the hell's that movie? West Side Story.
West Side Story, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like the two there, okay? The two factions there, kind of thing. And I remember the leader of that group was this girl. We went to school with each other. We were kind of friendly. It wasn't like a bad thing. But she sat there, and this is the first I ever heard of Twilight. Like I am like hands on ears, eyes closed, all this shit. I don't know anything about this.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, okay, that book looks interesting. And she's like, yes, it's a very interesting book. I am reading this. I am reading this not because I am a fan of these books, but because I am a vampire research expert and I needed to research this. And I'm like,
oh yeah, sure. Okay.
I'm like, what?
No.
Like, will you just admit to the point that it's like you're not doing this for research? It's titillating to you, and you just don't want to own it. Like, just come out and say it. That's where I was coming from.
Let me tell you that I was like. I saw fucking what's his fucking name? The guy that is Batman now. Remind me.
Robert Pattinson.
Thank you. I don't even remember his fucking name. Right now I was just thinking it was Edward. I saw that guy. I'm like, oh my god. I remember gasping. He's like, he looks like he stinks, but I like his stink. That's what I
just remember he was in a Harry Potter movie. I'm like, it's the guy from Twilight.
I didn't know that. I didn't pay attention. Like, oh, it's that guy. Like, I remember watching. It's like, oh no, he's so good looking. It's like, ooh.
Harry Potter has become like a murderer's row of like British people that went to success. Because there was one character in there that was there for like less than a minute, played by a guy named David Tennant. I don't know where he went after that. Like he's in there for like a cup of coffee and left. No idea what happened to that guy.
That guy, like, I remember they interviewed him. It's like, I was so into it. And who's, like, his best buddy? The one from...
Michael Sheen.
Yeah, he's like, bro, you were there for 5 fucking minutes. It's like, but I was there as well. You were there for 5 fucking minutes. I was in all the Twilight movies. And I forget.
Which I believe his response was, I'm Dr. Bloody Who!
Not anymore! He said... But let me tell you that when I knew that, I mean, I really like Robert Pattinson, low-key, and
he's a good actor,
and I really like him. I really like looking at him, and his
Oh,
movies
okay.
are weird. Like his movies, like after he got like the whole like, well, I'm not a good actor for this fucking Hollywood thing. I'm gonna go down below. All his A24 movies are just, mwah. They're like, this is weird. Good Times, I recommend that one. Rockagoth, watch Good Times. It's a good time. In a bad way, it's a stressful movie. So yeah, no, he got good. I saw him in Tenet, and it's like, this is fine. I thought that you, uh,
Me?
yeah, I thought that you thought that he was doing fine for the 5 minutes he was
Yeah.
there. In
I mean,
reverse.
it was more. Oh, David Tennant, you mean?
No, I
Or
was talking about
Pattinson?
Tenet, the movie Tenet.
Oh yeah. I mean, that movie is just it's an interesting movie. We'll just leave it. I don't know how to feel of that movie because it's like I watched it and I'm like, I am very confused, but it's interesting.
Yeah, and then when he was in Batman, and Brendan says like, "You're watching Batman again?" Me, shut up.
Well, now it makes sense. All right, have a good tournament.
But yeah, I try not to watch it as much, Brendan. Don't worry about it. Okay, so that was for guilty pleasures.
Yeah.
I don't want to see myself anymore. No.
I'm
Anyway,
not crying. You're crying.
we're terrible.
All right.
people.
So moving on.
Mhm.
So we have to do some gaming content because I put it in the tag, so we don't lose people completely.
Okay.
The director of Stellar Blade, you know, the game demo we played a while back.
Yeah.
Yeah, which hey, it looks very good, and it's like that was worth the points. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Now she knows more about us.
That's the idea. And please, if anybody is in here besides her and you got the points, fire it out. I don't care. It leads to interesting conversations, as you just found out.
Yeah, it's terrible. Headaches.
Anyway, the director of that game, I wrote down his name here, Hang Tae Kim,
Yeah, I was so
the
Korean.
Korean, remember?
Super Korean.
They were talking about like development for the game and like all the games and all still that. And he made the argument that single player games, because a lot of companies anymore, they really want to get on that live service model. Oh, they desperately want to get on that.
Okay.
He's saying no, there's still a place for like video games with single player and endpoint, like for endings, for story development, da 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 da. You know, common sense things we talk about.
Right. Right.
And he's like, there's a place for them. There's a place for multiplayer games too. But it's like, you know, they all kind of complement each other if done right. Which I don't disagree with him on.
Well, it doesn't have to be a fucking multiplayer thing. Honestly. Like, why does it have to be always a multiplayer thing?
Yeah, well, that's just companies trying to make money. Like, I actually wrote on my Substack, which I think the trail's gone through here a couple of times, so I won't even bother posting it. I wrote on my Substack, everybody was bitching this week because Tekken 8 got a battle pass, and some of it's paid, and the DLC, and the shop, and everybody's bitching and moaning. It's like, oh, that's not what we signed up for. We dropped $70 for the game. It's like, no, you've bought all this shit in the past. You have nobody but to blame here but yourselves, because the company sees you giving money away, you try to stop them.
Yep. Yep. So at the end of the day, it's our fault.
I mean, yeah, it is. It's like, we could have took a stand and said, no, this is the line. This is where we're going to stop at.
Right.
But people decided, no, I want to continue on with this. So, you know, Fortnite got its battle passes. We grind through those. You know, Destiny has its things. Battle passes are in Street Fighter 6 and in Tekken 8 now. DLC is common. I think DLC done right, I have no problem paying for extra because, yeah, I mean, it costs extra to make content. I understand all that. It's done right. I have zero problems with it. But we let this happen, and it's too late to complain.
It's, I mean, even, like, for example, Animal Crossing, it had, like, a bunch of updates for forever and ever, and that was good. By itself, it's a great game, you know?
Yeah.
But, like, when they brought up, like, the vacation thing, the vacation thing is a totally different thing. And
But it's also it's an update.
It's an update. This is an update with a total different thing, and it's worth the money at the end of the day because it's more shit you can do, and you get more shit. You get original shit that you couldn't get on the other stuff, and that kind of.
Yeah. And also on some games like Tekken gave some free stuff out when they launched the store, which t-shirts and all that, and that's true. I mean, there are free things. Also, I remember in Tekken 7, if you were a New Japan fan, you got to choose between Bullet Club, Chaos, and Tanahashi like outfits. Like they had like T-shirts from New
Oh,
Japan that you could wear.
whew.
Yeah, but they were free. They were in a free update.
It's like I appreciate the free updates because
Yeah,
it is
because
like
those
little things.
supplement a lot more content than you think.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. But it's like what you're saying about like the DLCs and that kind of stuff, like the passes and such. I understand. I don't agree with the Mario Kart one, but honestly, that Mario Kart one is
That Mario Kart is like a goddamn. It's like the Immortal Highlander type situation. That game just keeps going. It's like we're like, oh, so you're gonna do Mario Kart 9 soon, right?
no.
Why? It's printing money. I can't blame Nintendo for that.
It's easier for them to make one new or maybe two new roads
Mm-hmm.
and then add on stuff from other games because it's the nostalgia.
Well, not only that, but also it's like, okay, I bought the pass for you. I know how much it cost. So the game itself was like $60 if I'm correct.
Uh-huh.
The DLC roadmap or the courses they had was 25.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it wasn't that expensive.
Huh.
But it's also it's like but you have to get money for the development. That's why they pay for it. They gave some free stuff out. You got exclusive stuff. I don't think that's unreasonable. For $25, you got quite a package.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And that's where you have to kind of learn your market value on things. And that's where a lot of the multiplayer games don't understand. Like, the Suicide Squad game is a great example. Everybody's shitting on that with good reason. Because it's like, oh, you finished the game. Now you got 12 more to fight. But we're going to give you a free character. It's like, I'm doing this again with nothing new?
Right.
Yeah, also, it's just not a good game in general, it sounded like.
Now, like the Cult of Lamb.
There you go. There's a great example.
The Cult of Lamb is doing what Animal Crossing is doing. It's free updates. And you know what they're doing? Like, they get a stupid retarded idea. Let's say, like, oh, for example, this last one. If we get into, let's say, 100,000 likes, we'll add sex on the game. And boy, howdy, it happened in like 2
Boy, did
minutes.
they cross that quick.
And I was like, oh, okay, so we're gonna have to do
Well,
it.
there's also the always course corrections, and a good example of this is actually Gran Turismo 7.
Okay.
Because a lot of what happened with that game was kind of paywalled at a point, and people got pissed. They're like, I just dropped all this money on this, and this is the thanks I'm getting. To the point that they're like, all right, we fucked up. First off, we're gonna lower the tier prices for all the cars that you get DLC.
Right.
Okay, so it's actually affordable. And as an apology, we're going to give you like a... Remember when I bought that game and I put the code in and I got like a fuck ton of credits out of nowhere?
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
That's why, because there was an apology and I just got in at the right time. So that
Nice.
Lamborghini that I had no right owning or even skill level to drive, I bought in day one of my use.
That's good. I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, there's certain games that, like, for example...
Destiny?
I go back to the cult because it's like, oh my god, there's...
No, they're doing it right.
And the game itself, like the basic one without all the extent things, it's pretty big. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's like, man, there's a lot of shit in this little baby thing, and you're still adding more crap. And they have events every month.
Yeah.
Every big things,
Yeah, I
like
agree.
that Valentine's. They had something for I think it was St. Patrick's Day, and the moon thing, and there's a bunch of shit that is like, I appreciate those kind of like developers that they take care of the people.
Yeah. And even then, DLC in like single player games is becoming very pervasive now. But there's a way it's done right also. And I point to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth for that. Because if you played Final Fantasy Remake, you got a bunch of gear, okay?
Right.
They told you there's no way we're going to let you have the level you're at because you're going to just crush through the game. There's no challenge.
Right.
So they removed all the weapons, but if they found save files on there, so for disclosure, I played Remake, and I played DLC, and I played the demo before Rebirth, okay?
Okay.
As a result of all that, I got some Summon Materia. I got
Oh.
Shiva, and I got some DLC from the I got DLC because I had a save from the DLC,
Hmm.
and then because I played the demo, I had to skip over the tutorial.
Yeah, well, because you already played them.
Yeah, but that is DLC done right. It wasn't charged to me or anything like that. I got it for free
Right.
because I played the games. It's like, okay, you played. We're gonna catch you up so you're not completely out of the woods.
Hmm.
But I think that's an effective way. Or if you're like playing Mass Effect or something like that, like your save file carries over game to game, so it's like it becomes a more unique tapestry. It is not your choose your own adventure that you so desperately wanted in the first place,
Right.
but it did pretty good.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can do that right, but
Yeah, but a lot of companies get greedy.
oh yeah, they do. Money
Yeah.
is money at the end of the day.
Money makes the world go around, but it's kind of nice to see that also this company Shift Up that's doing Stellar Blade is pretty much sticking to consoles. So don't expect to see. I mean, no, maybe a port or something, but they're going to develop mainly for consoles.
Well, they have the right to do whatever the fuck they want
Yeah,
to.
and also Sony's probably paying the bills. I have a feeling if this game takes off, which by all accounts it's looking like it, you're going to see Sony snatch them up. They're going to be
Oh hell
exclusive
yeah!
to Sony.
Oh hell yeah!
That would not surprise me.
But
They're just waiting to see how this game works, and if it takes off, it's like, okay, let's finish the deal.
there'll be people trying to do a mod and doing the computer and doing everything.
But it's gonna be. I think it's on. I think it's a PlayStation exclusive first. It's not even gonna be on PC.
Oh, good. I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, it looked pretty fucking dope when we saw the
I'm
little
sure on
thing.
PC it'll look better. I'm not saying it won't.
Oh yeah, because that specs and all that stuff that you
Yeah.
can add on, it makes it better, I guess.
But it's like this is to kind of pivot off this and move on to like the Ubisoft story. This is where Microsoft lost all the war entirely, in my opinion.
Okay.
Because they decided to pivot to, well, we're not gonna. Oh, well, we're gonna make our games exclusive entirely.
Okay.
Like, it's like they may release on PC and Xbox, so everybody's like, oh, good, I got to run in PC. I don't need an Xbox.
Right.
Oh, good, I got a Game Pass. I'll just pay $9.99 for this and not buy the game.
Right.
And the games that have come out for Xbox, like the entire time I have been in gaming, and I'm talking from the first Xbox on, there is maybe one, possibly two games I have been interested in the entire time from Microsoft.
Oh. Harsh.
One of them is an old school game that I'm trying to figure out if I can get it on the PC I have right now, but probably when we get the monster we're talking about when we get back home.
Okay.
Killer Instinct. It doesn't need a lot, but I'm a sucker for a fighting game, as we know.
Of course, of course.
Yeah. And, it was one of those games I played back in the day. The other one, and it is available on the PlayStation, and I might get it eventually when it goes down on sale. The music game that came out last year. Do you remember what I'm talking about? I forget the name of that. Hi-Fi Rush or something?
Oh, the one that is with cars? Is that one? No.
No. It's like it kind of looks like Jet Set Radio, but it's like a music game.
Oh, I don't.
The guy's got a guitar. He's beating people with it. A la Fooly Cooly.
Okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about. Yeah.
that's the only one that caught my attention in this generation. I'm like, oh, okay, that might. But it's like I can't justify buying a console for that. But now
Yeah.
I don't have to.
Yeah, because you can get the thing and that's it.
But I've never been a big Halo guy, and I mean, all those games that Microsoft makes were never my cup of tea.
Right.
Now, Microsoft, if you are listening to this stupid dog and pony show, please, first of all, like us
Why?
or follow us.
Yeah.
We'll happily we'll take that.
Yeah.
Secondly, give me my finish to the Wolfenstein trilogy you started. Come on, you own the damn license now. You're gonna put it on a different console anyway. Just give me that, and I'll shut up.
They won't.
You left me hanging with the second Wolfenstein game. I need a conclusion, and I
They
want to
won't.
punch Nazis in the face.
They won't because of that.
There is never bad time to punch a Nazi.
Sadly, they won't.
Because they're idiots. They print money.
Well. what am I
Instead, they have them making an Indiana Jones game.
Yeah, with whatever that I haven't seen it. Like, to be brutally honest, ever since the trailer came out, I haven't seen the trailer. I don't care. It's one
Yeah.
of those I don't care, really.
But that's why Microsoft is not as high tier as they should be. If they had exclusives that held their console for even 6 months, it'd be a different story altogether.
Right.
But that's just my opinion. I could be wrong.
I never liked Microsoft. I mean, I liked it back in the day when Halo and such, but it was more a nostalgia thing with my brother. I enjoy those kind
I
of
get it.
things. Also,
Yeah,
it's the console where I played the first Silent Hill that I ever played, so
yeah,
stuff like that.
I get it. I just never had that big of an attachment. I mean, okay, Forza I might actually give it a go to, but it's like I got Gran Turismo, so I don't need to worry about that so much. That's more of a if it's out thing. It's
Yeah, I
not a
got
I
you.
must play it.
I forgot that Forza was for Xbox.
Yeah, it's what that's my point. You don't think about it
Yeah, no,
because
I'm different.
when you think of Gran Turismo, what is the first thing you think of?
Cars.
Cars, but who? But I'm talking about when you're talking about who makes it. What is the first console you think of?
Oh, I guess PlayStation.
Because it's a PlayStation-owned product. When
Yeah,
you think of God of War, you don't think, oh, it's on PC. You're like, oh, that's a PlayStation game, right?
yeah, it's
It's
from
on PC
PlayStation.
too, but it's there.
No,
But
it's
that's
a
what I'm saying. They
PlayStation.
connected association with it. When you think Halo, you do think Xbox, but then you go, oh, it's for PC too.
I only think it's from Xbox. That's the kind of thing.
But that's my point. You can name a bunch of games, even Mario. We know where Mario came from. You know where Zelda came from.
Right?
What about Crackdown?
The hell is that?
Answer my question. What about what else is another game here? What about Gears of War?
Oh, that's Xbox, right?
Okay, so there's two for Xbox.
Okay.
Crackdown was an Xbox game also, an Xbox
I,
exclusive.
I don't even know what the hell it is.
Exactly. And there's
Wow.
There's two or three games.
Damn. Yeah, really?
What's yeah?
That's so sad.
What's Fable?
Xbox.
Okay, so we got three now. That's still dwarfing. That's still not even going near the rest.
Sorry,
Of them.
I think because my brother played it, I guess it was on
No,
PC.
no, no. Well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Now you're getting into my woods here.
Right.
When you think those, it's like, oh, that I can get that game on a PC. I don't need that. But it's like it's like there's a brand recognition identified automatically in your brain from those games to those other consoles. With the Xbox properties, you don't think about it because it's like, oh,
Yeah.
I'll just get it on PC, and you lose money, which means you lose money for the box, you lose money for the product, you lose money for the accessories. No wonder they don't have any money for that thing.
Right. It's like, why? PC can
Yeah.
handle it, I guess.
Mm-hmm. All right, so one more gaming topic to talk about here, and this does kind of dovetail into the digital future that is oncoming. So
The
I
digital
hear.
future.
I will get in that in a second. If you owned a copy of The Crew, the original Crew, I think it was on PS4 and Xbox, whatever, Xbox One, I think it was.
Okay.
Okay, it was an online racing game, okay?
Right.
They shut down the servers on April 1st.
Yeah.
Okay.
You said that.
And then a couple of days later, they revoked the license to the users. So that game that you bought day one, if you bought it or you bought it on sale, maybe you paid $10 for, that you paid your money for, that there is a currency involved in,
Mm-hmm.
you no longer have access to it.
Because you had it digital?
Because you had digital. I think even hard copies are having a problem with that. Like, they can't access the game, period. It's like
Oh,
you essentially
shit.
brick the disc.
Really?
Not 100% sure on that. Not 100% sure on the physical. I don't even know if there was a physical copy, Illy.
Damn. Well, it's just that sounds like really sketchy.
But this has also been going on for a while because Discovery, Warner Brothers Discovery, pulled a bunch of stuff off the PlayStation Store that you bought. If you bought not games, but like television shows.
Mm-hmm.
First off, I don't know why you bought television shows on a PlayStation, but hey, you do you.
You can, I guess, because fuck
You
it.
can. No, well, I'm about to get to that because they revoked the license, and Sony's like, well, tough shit, guys. You don't get your stuff anymore. No compensation. Thanks for playing.
Wow.
Yeah. And this
yeah.
is all the stuff that I have been saying for years that was going to happen when this started coming up.
I do have a question. This game
Yes.
that you're talking about, from when was it? When did it came out?
Oh, it's been. There's two other sequels since then. This is
Okay.
the first in the series type situation.
Okay.
So if you're playing the modern version, you're golden. That's not. I'm talking like you want to go old school, but it is going to creep up to that at some point.
Okay. I'm looking it up for when it came out.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you probably got your money's worth out of it, but still, it's like
Oh,
people
2014.
play. Yeah. But like people still play games on a console today from 1992, for example.
Right.
We have physical copies of it. Yeah, you can get digital copies, and yes, I'm sure there's places on the web you can go and find places to do this with, and you probably have to hack your PlayStation or whatever to get it to work.
Too
All
much
fair.
steps.
Too much steps, exactly. And it's going to come to those. We want to play some of these games. Like, honestly, there will be a point. I think it's already passed anyway. Let's take Destiny, for example.
Mhm.
They're going to either, if they haven't shut them down already, they're going to shut down those servers at some point for the first game.
Yeah, they are. It's gonna happen at some point.
What if, I mean, the gameplay mechanics may have changed enough that it's like you prefer the old school Destiny, but you won't be able to play it because the servers are down. Now,
Yeah.
you can obviously build a server and do your thing with that.
Right.
Nobody can say you can't. I mean, if you have a copy, you'd probably be able to fire it up.
I think it's like
But
Ragnarok.
what if Sony doesn't let you?
Like Ragnarok back in the day, like, oh, they closing the original
Yeah.
one. We don't care. We have our own servers.
But, like, Blizzard had this happen with World of Warcraft. People found a way to make a classic server, and they're like, fuck you guys, we're going to go back to this.
Yeah.
And then they made World of Warcraft Classic, and they're like, yeah, fuck your classic servers, you're going to play this now. This is the digital future, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
And I honestly feel, and this is just me being opinionated here, and I don't have any information or research. I'm just going on gut feeling.
Mhm.
We're already kind of starting to see this happen with movies. Because for the longest time, people were like, oh, movies are the streaming future. The future of movies is streaming, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Best Buy rips out their movies.
Yep, they did.
And suddenly, everybody got pissed.
Yep, we did.
And also, at the same time, to be fair, and this is probably too late on our end, because it probably still will be coming, I'm not sure.
Uh-huh.
How many movies have we bought in the last year?
Oh my god, I think 2.
No, but it's a hell of a lot. No, we got, if we go by Evangelion, we got Iron Claw, we got something else. We got a couple of movies. Like, we've gotten a couple of movies.
Okay, I got the Iron Claw, I got the Blair Witch on Steelbook, I got the John Wick one, the last one.
Yeah, we got John Wick, yeah.
We got that Evangelion one, yes. Oh god.
So we're already up to 4.
Fuck.
But that's my point. Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer. I got
That's 5.
Beau is Afraid. That was the last A24
6.
before. Fuck. I think. I know that I grabbed something else
Okay.
But
So
yeah,
we're around
you
that
got
one.
a point.
We're making it even 6 right now. That's 6 since they shut down the Best Buy program.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And people are now, I've seen people like, hey, I can get a 4K Blu-ray player, and it's like, I can watch my movies like this. And we're like, yeah, welcome to 2 years ago when we had this. Why are you now joining in?
Like,
Because...
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
But it's because people suddenly are kind of getting the whiff of what the digital future looks like, and they're not liking it. The fact that we can own this copy, we own the physical copy. If it goes out of circulation, oh, I have it here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need an internet connection. I just need power. Oh, look, the internet's dead. Well, we got 2 episodes we got a whole 10 seasons of The Simpsons to watch here. Let's go.
Me, my
Okay. We also have, because of the streaming future, there are episodes of The Simpsons we can't watch that we have on DVD. The Michael Jackson episode springs to mind immediately.
Yeah.
That's not on streaming.
Right.
Okay? So, we have that content. We are historians in that regard. And, like, people have said that as much. I know Target's... I feel like Target's trying to make that pivot to get rid of movies, but they're watching the blowback from the Best Buy fiasco and Walmart doubling down on DVDs. I think they're trying to see where the market's going, and they're not sure where it's going yet.
Yeah, because me working at Target, I noticed, like, for example, today, the movies are there's a good fucking sale, but there's no movies. There's, like, not enough movies to justify them. I mean, I would have, like, taken advantage. There's, like, a couple of
there was
fucking...
something there.
Yeah, at least in my stupid store, there's nothing ever there, and now it's like, god damn it, I should have grabbed, like, the Five Nights at Freddy, for example. I would have grabbed, I don't know, not the Little Mermaid, definitely.
But you get my point. I feel like people, as time goes on, and we see this is just the beginning, guys. You're going to see a lot more of these things where it's like, oh, you got that movie? But I bought it. I bought a digital copy. You bought the license to use it. Now we're taking the license away.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you have no movie.
It's just a shame.
Same with games.
It's a shame in general. It's like, wow, you're really doing this, huh?
Yeah.
That kinda sucks.
And I want to get this out there. I am big on physical media, but I do understand for like indie developers and small publishers the appeal of digital. I completely get it because you can get your product out into a big market that you can't provide like a physical copy for right now. If the sales justify it, then maybe you can. I get all that.
Right.
And I mean, I bought a Contra for the PS5, the Way Forward edition, to support the developer. I bought Streets of Rage. I have a physical copy and a digital copy. I mean, I have no problem with digital media in the slightest.
Right.
Just charge reasonably, and I'm in.
Yeah, I'm the same with like. Look, I know that I shit on Steam sometimes, but certain games are like from indie developers.
Uh-huh.
That's the only way that you can get them sometimes.
Yeah.
And I kind of want to play this. Like, I think a while ago I was on a Rockagoth stream and she was showing a game that indie developer was showing. It's like, this is the only place you can actually get it, and that's fine. Like, that's your gateway
Yeah.
to getting better. So it's not a bad thing being digital. But the way that they're doing it as a mass production kind of thing, and then like, oh yeah, you bought this and now you're fucked. It's like, so why? You know?
Yeah. So, but it's going to be interesting to see. I feel physical media is going to have a place. It may not. It's going to be kind of like it's going to be retro in a weird way because it's like you see vinyls more now than you see actual movies.
Oh yeah.
But I feel like it's going to be that little niche.
Right.
It's going to be niche. It's not going to be everybody's cup of tea. And people are like, oh, I bought this because I got this when I was a kid, and it's so cool because it's the retro packaging. And we're like, we just wanted to buy the fucker.
I like there's certain like there's things that right now it kind of baffles me that I can't get at all. At all. It's like, wow. And okay, there's certain places like the Internet Archive that you can actually see certain things there
Yes.
that they're not streaming anywhere because of all of us cinema and movie historians now, because apparently now that's what we are. It's like, well, we're trying to share what we got, like the guys there.
Welcome in, Lurk Sky. Thanks for joining in.
There's a new
We just got chatter in here. That's all. No, just chatter.
Oh, sorry. It's just that
No
my
worries.
chat
I'm just
went
saying
up.
hello. Yeah, go ahead.
So, yeah, I mean, I miss going and buying movies. I remember those places where they like, oh, let's go, let's like roam around. I was telling you yesterday, like I kind of miss that kind of times. Like now everyone wants digital, 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 digital. I get it, but you're gonna regret it.
So here's the thing, and this is kind of where I'm at. Also, this is where two stories meet together. Star Wars Outlaws got announced this week. Okay. And
Okay.
by all accounts, it looks pretty good. Not saying it doesn't. But it's going to be like Jedi Survivor, from what I'm hearing. And I can't confirm this 100% in that there's going to be like half a game in a box.
Oh my god, again.
Yeah. Different company. That's the difference.
Oops.
Final Fantasy Rebirth, we can put that on 2 discs. But this one, no, we can't. I don't understand it, but that's besides the point. So now, and we can even do this with Helldivers. Like, I kind of want to play Helldivers 2. But it's at $40, and I can't justify, because in my brain, if you're going to pay for a digital copy, you should pay half. So if it's $60, you should do $30.
Right.
All right? I can't justify in my brain spending $40 on a digital copy when I can go buy it at Target, but I know that it's only going to be an online game that eventually that disc is going to become a brick. So I have a physical copy of a thing I may not be able to play, but I have a physical copy. Do you get what I'm going with this?
Yeah.
That's the rub I'm in with this game. It's like, I want to play it, but it's like, I don't want to pay that, but I can get the disc version and justify the price. Same thing with Jedi Survivor. I want to play it, but I'm waiting for it to go to half price, or I just want to buy it at some point. That's $20. You be the judge. And the Star Wars Outlaws, if it happens that same way, I'm in that conundrum again. And it's like people like me that you probably, if you had a physical copy that was complete, would day one have a sale, and that's what's going to drive you to get to the sequels and all that. You won't get it because we're going to be sitting there like, we're not paying full price for that. You're only giving us half a game.
Yeah. It's a whole conundrum. Like you said it. Oh god. Like I don't know.
Bouncing back and forth on it. It's like, I'm gonna, and it's like, I know it's driving you nuts. It's like, I just want to see the fucker. Buy it already.
I mean, I don't care. I understand, but I like it's your decision at the end.
Yeah.
I am like right now. I am not on online whatever. I used to be on the
Yeah.
Nintendo one. I am not on that because
Yeah.
I don't justify the pricing right now.
Yeah.
First, I don't have the money for it, and second is like if I used it every fucking day, well, that's a point. But
Yeah.
right now, I'm not.
And I mean, I'm using the PlayStation enough that's justifying the plus. I'm not saying that, but it's like
On
I
your
only got
end,
the basic
yes.
tier. Yeah, I'm only using the basic tier because can't justify. I'm not going to play these games. Why am I going to pay for access I'm not going to play?
Right. How much are you paying for the plus?
$80.
What?
Yeah,
For the
but
whole
it's like
year?
for the whole year.
Okay. Fuck.
But it's still a little. I feel it's a little high.
Still
Like
fucking
I don't
high.
need the free game. Yeah, I don't need the freaking free games. Like I don't pay attention. I think there's one game I saw. I was like, oh, I wanted to play this, so I'll just grab this because it finally came out free on there.
Right.
And it's not a big game, but it's like, can you just give me a package that just gives me access to the fucking servers so I can play online? Like, I think $40 for that's not unreasonable. I'm more than willing to pay $40 a year for just basic access.
They're selling you what they're selling with the Game Pass. The other thing,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, you can play this bunch of.
But I gotta
Games.
say this. It's like I was talking about earlier, and I was talking about my Substack. I let this happen. I'm owning it. It's like, well, this if I want to play, I have to do this, and it's like that's why it's like I'm playing games. I'm justifying it, but if I don't justify it, I just won't renew.
Right. Oh well. That
Yeah.
sucks.
It does, but it's
That's-
not the end of the world to me.
Fuck! I'm not gonna throw fucking $80. Do they have like a monthly thing?
I think they do, but it's like my logic is if I'm going to pay for the year anyway, it's probably going to cost more if I pay month to month.
And I was fucking complaining about $20 for Nintendo. I'll shut the fuck up.
Nintendo's a hell of a deal, honestly.
It is. It's just that, like, I guess I didn't justify it. It came out when I was like broke, so
But also at the same time, you use that yourself. If you wanted to play online, you could go drop the $20 now and be good.
yeah, for sure. But I don't
Yeah.
see a point. I'm
Exactly.
right now I'm suffering it because I'm playing Mythopia, and fuck.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I just need to do my own characters for a.
And
fucking
also,
change.
in a weird way, because we are streaming and I'm playing games that require online, I do justify it as a business expense in a weird way.
Yeah, for sure. But it's like,
I'm not thrilled with it, but it's like if you just gave me I don't pay attention to the free fucking games. Like I said, I've bought one in the 2 years I have gotten it back because I used to be a
Oh.
PlayStation Plus person, and then I learned, oh, I ain't using this shit, so I'm just gonna cut it off. But we started
Right.
doing this, so I needed to get it, and I don't take advantage of the sales and all that stuff that justifies this $80. If you just give me a basic, you need online, all the online functions to play games.
Yeah, you're playing the Tekken
For,
thing,
like-
so it makes sense.
For like, yeah, but for like $40, if you just gave me that, I am down like that instantly. I don't need the free games. I don't need the sales discounts. I don't use them enough.
They should do that kind of stuff for tiers, but no, it's
Yeah.
like here, have that, and you have all or nothing. It's kind of
No, because blame Microsoft for this one because they showed that people are willing to pay for this, and Sony is not dumb. They're like, I kind of want to get some free money out of this, and I don't blame them. They're a company. They flow on money.
right.
I don't agree with it. I paid for it though, so who am I to blame? I can't bitch. I'm doing it.
It's still dumb. I didn't know that it was that fucking expensive.
Oh, they raised the rate last year. I think before that was like 60, which was like,
Oh
okay,
my
it's
God.
a little high, but that's justified. It's like,
Oh
all right,
my
that ain't
God.
that bad. Now it's just like, all right, now you guys are just gouging.
That is fucking ridiculous. I'm sorry, I
Yeah.
don't condone that kind of crap.
But like I said, for what we're doing, it's kind of a business expense.
I guess put it on the taxes next time, Jesus.
I wish. No, we're not making a. By the way, if you guys like what you're hearing here and your followers already, please consider subscribing so we can write this off for a tax expense.
Got like a money thing, and I'm like, well, I didn't expect this.
Yeah. I mean, hey, it's not. I'm not complaining. It'll help us move eventually.
Yeah.
If you
I
guys are
guess.
new to this channel, however, and you like what you're hearing, do give us a follow. I mean, we're not going to say no to followers. I don't want you to feel like we're
Follow,
trying to get
yeah,
money.
follow is free. You'll know when we stream if we stream.
Yeah.
For sure, you're gonna
We're
have
good-
this train wreck.
Oh yeah, you have a weekly crazy of this. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But we're not trying to.
What?
I think we can talk about this. We are kind of trying to figure out where our next steps with the project is.
I don't even fucking know what we're doing anymore.
Doing
it.
but we're refocusing. Like I was talking to you today about, like we're refocusing my Substack and all that.
Oh yeah, I kind of need to do that because my fucking story is like all over the place, and I kind of need
But
to do it.
we need to kind of like brand wise, like we have the brands. It's just we kind of need to like consolidate them, not in a bad way. It's not like we're closing down things or canceling other things. It's just like make it more easy, uniform to access. People know where to go for
It's a
what.
mess. Let's just face it.
It's chaotic.
Yeah, it's chaos. It's like what it is. Honestly, that's our brand. Being like half-assed, like this show.
Chaos and yeah.
It's a
I mean, I am a
show.
chaos director for reasons, obviously.
It's called a half-ass show for a fucking reason. Honestly.
That too.
So.
It's a lot of reasons, but no, it's we're kind of slowly starting to get our. It's also life's been happening. I mean, hey, that's streaming. You always gotta factor in life on this, and if it's paying the bills versus streaming, guess what? I gotta pay the bills.
Like the thing is that if we had like enough streaming money and streaming everything and streaming, well, we focus more on this.
Yeah. It's not like we're not trying to say this as like, oh, well, you know, you guys are just trying to get pity. Like, no, we're just being like, we're not expecting people to follow us. It's just what's happening.
It's been a fun couple of weeks, so
yeah. But I got some. I'm still surprised. Like I did my stupid little figure review of the Metalhead figure I bought a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
That's probably one of my most popular posts on Substack. So I'm like, well, okay, there's a market there. So of course I'm kind of considering pivoting into that a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, and also we're still trying to figure out the camera situation. We've talked about that, but it's like I don't want. The weird thing is when you're doing small streams, is not doing the ideas are there and the execution is good, but it's like you don't want to sink like a lot of money into something that it's like you're not sure if it's going to sustain the justified price. So you kind of start looking for the cheap stuff to see if you're going to commit to it. Then you get the nice shit.
It's like I told you, like if it's gonna be useful for the next couple of streams, at least do a bunch of them. Like, or not streams, like material and that kind of stuff. Like, do it. It's fine.
But that's why we were talking about the tripod. I'm like, there's an idea here, but I'm not sure if we're there yet to justify buying it now.
100%.
You know? And that's why it's like, you know, the Substack with the review I did was more of a test spread, and it's like, okay, there's actually some interest here. So now I got a thing I'm pulling out. I'm probably gonna work on it most likely tomorrow. You already seen it.
Yeah, I did.
And I kind of posted the tease of it, so we'll see where that goes from there.
Right.
But if that one kind of makes some progress, then it's like I'm suddenly like, you know, that tripod might actually be worth looking into then. Like if I see the numbers I want to see, then it's like, okay, now we got some argument.
Right. What the hell?
So, what the hell? What?
Nothing. I
Hello?
heard Phoebe.
Oh.
I heard Phoebe complaining.
Yeah. So, we're still doing the stories. Ilya's wrapping hers up. She's waiting on that. It's not that we're ignoring that, but we're tightening up. It's not we're financially destroyed or something. It's more. It's like we kind of want to. We want to make our focus where we need to make it, and yeah.
Yeah, no, this week for me, I told it, and every week I say it, like, sometimes it's chaos on my job. Because we're real people back here. We're not, like, fucking people that just, oh, yeah, we have a team and whatever. No, the team?
We don't. The team, you're looking at the team.
You're looking at the team. I'm surprised that
the team consists, the team is 2 people married and 3 animals.
That's pretty much it. I'm a designer, and I take advantage of the designing. Brandon?
And
Brandon, what do you do, Brandon?
I write in air quotes and kind of come up with ideas and see what happens and kind of make this thing function. And well, I've been fucking sucking at that.
It's not your fault. We used to be more diligent, but it's been.
I think it's also it's also streaming burnout. Like you get to a routine, and it's like, you know, you gotta focus on other things, and then you get home from your long day at work. Maybe you had a bad day, and you just sit down and you go. And it's like, do I really need to stream tonight? I don't see a point. I'd rather just rest. I've been making those choices lately, and I feel mentally better for them.
Yeah,
That's not that I don't want to do anything. It's not that I don't want to be on the air, but it's like I have to I have to act. I have to do things. It's stupid, bitchy stuff that I'm bitching about.
I don't like not being my peppy self. Like today, Saturdays, I commit. I fucking commit. I get home, Brandon does everything to take me out, give me some air. Then I take a fucking hour nap because I wake up at 3 in the morning to go to work.
And you're probably going to go to bed at 9.
I'm probably going to die after this.
Yeah.
But I don't want to get my finger off of this like show at least because we
are committed.
Yeah, I put a lot of love in this and I want that. So Yeah, we do it because we love talking bullshit for 2 hours.
Yeah, and boy have we.
I still remember when I said, Brandon, we talk bullshit before bed. We should make it a thing. Now with the
Half-assed after hours.
yeah, hell yeah. No, yeah,
Smooth jazz.
bro.
No, we're not doing that.
We're not doing that. I'm not gonna do that.
I mean, honestly, if you dressed up in an outfit with that character, we're gonna get like so many fucking views. It's not even funny.
Yeah, I'm not gonna dress up like this. No.
Yeah. No,
I'll
I
do
meant
the
like
hair.
I meant your character. I meant like the drawing.
Oh, you want me dressed up like this?
No, I
Like-
meant like, in sexy attire or something like that. Like you watch. Like you know how they always have like the hot tub two people
Oh
and all
my
that stuff.
God.
But do that as like a cartoon is what I'm getting at.
You want me to draw that? I would have drawn that a while ago, but we did it with the other yerks, so it's like.
You know what? Why
What?
not? What the hell? I mean, it's implied. It doesn't mean anything. I mean, we could just put me shirtless, I guess, on the cartoon character. I don't
God.
see why not.
I'm the artist at the end of the day. The one that's gonna go blind is me.
Yeah.
Oh
But I
my
mean, it's
God.
like if you wanted to do that, I'd be like, yeah, sure, why not? But I mean,
Oh my
I'd be curious
God.
to see if we'd actually get more views because of that.
It'd be
I would
really
laugh my
funny.
ass off.
It'd be really funny if I do like, let's do a hot tub thing, just like after hours, like like, huh?
Well, it's kind of like I think the bait and switch would be funny on that because it's like if we go to this week with the whole releasing the CM Punk thing in wrestling that they did,
Mm-hmm.
and I said no, they shouldn't have done that. What they should have done is make it like a reenactment and have dramatization flashing constantly at the bottom, but do it at like a Mystery Science Theater budget. Like if you got like say Luke or Jack Perry, get the crappiest fucking wig possible, but you know it's Jack Perry, and then like get CM Punk, get the guy that he hates, and have him be CM Punk and reenact the whole thing, and have other people
God
like
damn it.
extras Tim and Eric style.
So, did you see the one video that I posted a while ago where they reenacted it, but with Simpsons references? Oh, I have it
something
here.
along those lines.
Yeah, did you see that? I think I have it here. I think Justin Wang actually shared it. But it was.
But it's like, you didn't have to show the real footage. You hype it up as real footage, but then you show it, and it's like not, but it's like footage. So it's like you're not lying to them, but you're also avoiding legal trouble. That's what I would have done just for the shits and
Well-
giggles. It's like if you're gonna be a heel character, it's like do this. It's from your perspective. It makes complete sense, and it's fucking funny.
But no, they wanted it serious.
Yeah, well, that's another topic for another day. But I was just like, that's what I would say. It's like, it's like we hype this up. It's like, we're going to do it. We're going to really do it. And it's just the cartoon characters, but they're just, yeah.
Well,
Like, I'm sitting here in, like, jeans and a t-shirt still. It's just my character on here is half naked.
right. In a tub.
I can hear the gears in your brain already working.
I'm trying to think about that. I'm scared of what I'm gonna do.
Or what we do is,
What?
like, we have these models, okay? Just hear me out.
Okay.
But then one day we just put the it's like since it's like a cartoon world, we have the dominant one characters that you like bust out as like the best thing possible.
Oh my god. Okay.
But they're the visuals and it's just our voices.
Oh my god. Can we do that? I want to do that.
No, I am not against that. I never said I was against that.
It'd be really funny because I can fake two voices. I can fake the
One is
pink one.
going to be more accented than the other one. I get where you're
Oh
going with
my god. I've been thinking about that, but I don't know if I want to do it. Now I want to do it really bad.
this. Like it's like we have a whole new makeover. We fired the old cast of M&R, and now we're going to put new ones in it. It's just
Oh
those
god.
characters.
Oh god.
You can even put your season characters in there, right?
Please.
Have fun with it.
I don't know if I want that because then I'm gonna be very depressed. You know what would be really fucking funny if we interview the fucking characters? Yo.
Oh,
Oh.
that's good.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
No. I got an easier way to do this.
Okay.
Obviously, we voice the characters. And
Uh-huh.
we already know a person that does podcasts, and I'm sure if we talked to her about it, she'd be the interviewer.
Oh. We need to do it. I need to talk to her. Type it up, but write it up. For the love of fucking Christ, write it up. We can do that. Oh my god, let's do that.
And the crowd goes wild.
There's promotion right there.
Oh my god, I want to do that. I want to do that so bad, and I can do it. I'm already tickled. My head hurts. Honestly, my head hurts, and I think it's because of pimples, woman. But I was like, yeah, that sounds fun.
Ilya, as soon as she thought of this.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, yes. Oh god. Oh, it'd be awful, but I'm down with it.
Here's
We're
the
down
here's the
with it.
question we have on this. Here's the thing we have to figure out this.
Yeah.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
it's more of a how meta do we want to do this?
How meta?
Okay, hear me out on this. Okay,
Uh-huh.
so we have the interviewer. Okay,
Yes.
and we have our characters.
Yes.
Are our characters in character, or are they characters that are actors?
Oh my god, I was thinking the same fucking thing. I'm like, huh. I can do
Like,
this.
I don't know. That might be too. We gotta think that one through. That might
So,
be too much.
did
but-
you fucking know that you can actually alter your fucking voice on Discord? We can play around with that shit.
Oh, I don't need to alter my voice that much.
Oh my god, but I do because the
we
fucking
also
pink girl-
we also know a bunch of people. If we need VAs, I'm sure we could call in some people.
Oh no. It'd be impossible with the ones in the seasons. I need Henry Cavill. Let's just
Oh,
forget
if we
about
want, if
that.
we want the Dreams team, yeah, okay, I get where we're going
yeah.
with this, but
No,
hey, you know what? You know
what?
what? It's a Black Flag logic. Do it yourself, damn it.
Do it yourself. Okay,
The
I
punk
get
rock
it.
aesthetic.
I would like that. That sounds really fucking funny.
Put a pin in that. Put a pin in that.
Yeah, it'd be great. It'd be great PA. Like it'd
Oh,
be, like,
PR, yeah.
oh god.
Like,
my
can you
brain.
imagine? Can you imagine a story where it's like the girls are like, I had to act with him in that scene. Can you believe it? And then the guy, yeah, I couldn't stand her. Like, we had to walk away from each other, and then we had to get into scenes like that. It's like, I know, I hate your guts. I hate
And,
you
like, the
too.
worst
I don't
thing-
know why we're in the same room. And then we have the next episode, like, live via satellite between the screens of us.
Yeah, it's like what the fuck.
Because they can't be in the same room. Like, there's a whole meta project going on.
The funny thing about that is that yeah, it'd be a whole fucking thing of the gray. What is it? The 50 Shades of Grey thing because they fucking hated each other. Those two actors couldn't like. I don't know why I
Oh.
fucked you. I don't know why I fucked you.
This might actually. So we have to figure out is like, do we keep him in character or are we? Because it's like that opens up a whole new realm of stories if we do one than the other. You know,
No, I don't
it's
want
like
to do
I
that.
don't know how much I can like. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like I then have to write a whole new series on this, and it's like I can't do that because I'm not even done with the first one yet.
Yeah. Put a pin in that. Let's talk it with
We'll get
certain
back to that.
person. Let's talk it with certain person. I don't think she's gonna say no to it, but we need to work.
Oh,
it.
I think she's like I'm in. You don't even have to explain it. I'm in.
Hell yeah, brother.
It's like I just show up and do work. I'm in.
This is like the first time that we actually bring like brainwave together in a while. It's live here. This is how marriage
Coming
actually works.
coming next week. It'll be our characters half naked, maybe one in a hot tub, maybe one not. We don't know, and then we'll figure it out from there. Baby steps, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
Baby steps.
baby steps. We'll be naked somewhere.
By the way, if I'm in the hot tub, I assume there'll be a toaster that's unplugged nearby in the toaster.
Can I hold it? Can I hold it? Oh yeah, I'll hold it. Yeah, I'll hold it.
Actually, I don't know. Honestly, not a bad idea, but I don't know if they actually standards would actually let us get away with that.
to be
'Cause that
perfectly
would
honest,
imply-
you know what? No, that happened to the Uwu guy. That actually happened to the Uwu guy. Like he did something where he hurt himself, but it didn't, and they blocked
Yeah.
him for a week. So yeah, no, let's avoid the toaster.
What if it's like a? Hear me out on this.
Yes.
What if it's a piece of cardboard, but it's drawn like a toaster, and it has like a tube that is not electric in any way going outside of it? Would that kind of, it's just gonna be soggy cardboard if it dropped, or is that too close?
I can have a rubber ducky. Can we have a rubber ducky?
Oh, I'm sure we'll figure out something.
I'll put the rubber ducky in a weird
We have a
place.
week to plan. If we're doing this next week, we have a week to plan this. There's no telling what we could come up with.
I'm scared, Brandon, of all this shit. I'm scared.
And now I'm gonna you do realize right now I am looking up the lyrics to the Rubber Ducky song Megatron sang in
God.
Beast Wars.
There's a rubber ducky song.
because they had a scene with him when he was in the Beast Wars show. There's a scene where he has a rubber ducky because he's in a pool, and he sings a song. It's like rubber ducky.
Oh God, let me look for that. That sounds like a.
I don't know if it's. I'm wondering if it's like because it's like he has a rubber ducky, and it's like they even have characters where he's like dressed up in a tube.
Beast Wars or what is it?
Yeah, Beast Wars Megatron. They have pictures of him with a rubber ducky.
I found the picture. Oh my God, it's an actual rubber ducky with a horrible. That is awful. Oh, that is adorable. Why does he have a bunch of rubber duckies? He even has it on Rescue Bots.
Yeah, because that was the joke after Beast Wars.
That is so. There's a figure, Brandon.
Yeah, I know.
Oh no! Why didn't I know that? This is so cute. Now I need to know if there's a song. Because now I need to know. No, you made this.
Give me time. Give me time.
God.
All right. Well, I think on that note, we're just gonna call it a night on that.
I found it. We're gonna watch it for a second. Let me just.
Okay. Let me
load
fire it up here. Let her fire it up.
Give me a second because I need to pause it.
Mm-hmm.
And also,
Marcus
there's
is a
ads. I
connoisseur.
fucking hate ads on this shit. So give me a minute. This. It's just a
It's
sound, I
dumb.
guess. I guess it's
Yeah.
just a sound. Let's see. I'm gonna.
Oh,
go
if you want to play it, go ahead.
Let's go to the webpage. Hey, go to the webpage. Did it go?
Okay.
There
all
we
right.
go. Oh,
I see it. I see it. Yes.
Okay, let me stop the music because
I don't hear the music. Remind you.
I got it, but I want to
Right.
hear it. Let's see.
You're the one. You
You
make
just- I think
conquering
you- oh, okay.
so much
Thought
fun.
you silent. There you go.
Yeah.
I don't hear it. So
Oh my god, that is so bad.
yeah. And I think that's the voice actor too.
Oh no, that's adorable. I want a rubber ducky. I do have a rubber ducky somewhere.
Mhm.
That's so funny.
It'll probably
Anyway.
be a Sonic. It'll probably be a Sonichu by the end of next week, knowing you.
Well, the one that I have is a purple one. I honestly have a rubber ducky.
All right. So
On that note,
look, this would be the point where I tell you we have stuff going on this week, but I don't fucking know.
probably not. Probably not.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll be around this week. I mean, we're always available for socials and all that shit. Don't think we're not. And coming next week, God only knows what I got cooking in that brain of my wife's now.
Yeah, I hope I don't have a lot of work this week because, goddamn, I'm gonna come home directly to the computer. Like all this week, I couldn't. I started doing that artwork that I have pendant, but honestly, I haven't been having the energy. But hopefully next week there will be
yeah,
rubber
but you're gonna have
duckies
to
and
force yourself.
cups.
You're gonna have to force yourself pretty soon on that one.
Hell yeah! No, I mean I've been taking my time because you saw the
Okay.
outfit and the.
Oh,
other
I
one.
meant you got a commission. I was talking about. That's what I was talking about.
Do I have a commission?
Didn't they pay for it already?
No,
Oh, I thought they did. Okay.
I don't have a commission. Why?
Oh, I thought you did. Okay. Well, if you need if you want a commission from our resident artist, don't be afraid to get in touch with her. How about that?
Yeah. Well, it was supposed to be on the 17th if you're talking about that.
Oh,
I
okay.
haven't heard
Okay.
I haven't heard about that. So
Okay.
but if anyone wants commissions, I'm free to do
Always
them.
available.
You
Yeah.
can look for me at you can check it on the link tree, but I'm on Twitter as @DrawsIlly because Illy Draws already exists. So
There's our link tree right there for all your needs.
please check it out. I do
Mhm.
everything. I don't
She's
care.
on Mastodon also at Illy Draws, and she's on Discord at Illy Draws,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, that covers it all.
Yeah, the only stupid place that I'm draws Illies is fucking the Twitter, but whatever.
Yeah.
You can find me. So
Yeah. All right. Well, on that note, we will see you all at some point this week. If not, we'll see you next weekend on the Half-Ass Show right here on Magic Ninja Robot. If you guys like what you heard, please consider giving us a follow on Twitch. If you're watching this on YouTube, please consider subscribing. It lets us know what we're doing right and it helps us grow also. And if you're in a position to help the channel grow, please consider subscribing over on Twitch and giving us some money.
yeah.
Or use your
nice.
Prime account. Use your pre-Prime resub,
Yeah.
and you can
Remember,
add
Prime
Bezos
is
pay the
free.
bills. Yeah.
Yeah. Skull is our 13th month in a row. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, there you go. And we also have Waffle Iron has subscribed, so I mean we get our fair share.
yeah,
It's just
yeah. There's people that love us. But well,
All right. Thank you. Also, you get it ad free. If you're on Twitch, you get it ad free. You get
Madness.
this madness ad free.
yeah, I love the madness all one sitting.
Okay,
Alrighty
guys.
then.
Thanks everybody for watching, and we will see you all at some point next week here on Magic Ninja Robot. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone. Take care and see you.